Michelle Dennis Evans here with the Created to Write podcast, where we turn blank pages into finished work. Whether you're just starting out or ready to take your writing to that next level, you'll find encouragement and practical strategies to help you grow in confidence, creativity, and craft. Grab your notebook and pen, open your laptop. Let's get those words out of your head onto a page so we can impact the world together. Today I'm talking about how money matters, or money matters. Where we put that comma always makes a difference. And I was recently at a conference where we had a publisher talking about how important it is for her that authors make money from their writing. And when we look at the amount of time we pour into a book to the per hour money we receive back, it's never what we're worth, unfortunately. So many of us writers in the Christian world will say that this is our ministry. And it somewhat is. Absolutely, yes, it is. And the other side is, why shouldn't we be paid for what we do? And I do believe that we can all hone in on our craft, always be improving, and the better we get, the more likely we are to have more people buy our books and be more recognised as a reputable author who is worthy to be paid. So the better we get so good that people can't ignore you. And that doesn't always come for free. That will take an investment of your time and often some finances. That conference I went to recently, it wasn't free. I did invest in going to a conference to learn, hone my skills, and also, hang out with my friends. I've got so many friends at that conference. I could just love going there every year. It's the showcase that's on in Brisbane. Unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers out there, and being able to sift through a scammer to the truth is really important, and it takes experience to know the difference. Now, if you choose to go through a vanity publisher, that's okay as long as you know what you're doing. They will ask for up to $15,000, which is an awful lot to spend to get your book published in today's standards. You're far better off to join in with a writers group and ask the people who've got experience whether that vanity publisher is worthwhile going through, or whether you'd be better off to go indie publishing and outsource parts of your book to different people. And if you're absolutely brilliant, self-publishing might be the way to go, although I would always encourage you to employ an editor, as we often miss our own mistakes, and we often have blind spots in our plots that we miss as well, that a good editor will help us with and pick up any mistakes that we make. The other thing to be aware of is people wanting to write fake reviews for you. I've had emails offering me reviews because I don't have enough at the moment. And on that note, why don't you take a moment, go onto your favorite bookseller's website, whether it's Amazon, Barnes & Noble, even Goodreads is another good place to go and write reviews of the books that you love, or the last book that you read that you loved. Jump on there and write a review, because it really does help the author. And so I have had a lot of emails recently, and as soon as you set your website up, or as soon as you get your first book out, you will too. And people are wanting to take your money to do fake reviews. They offer all this incredible publicity for you, and they're just scammers. So be very, very cautious of clicking on any of those links that they send to you, of responding to them, and always check with your writer friends. I will copy an email sometimes if it looks almost real and I think it's fake, and put it into AI. And every time it's like, yep, scammer. So be very, very cautious. You know, God will always make up the shortfall. Years ago, when I was budgeting for our very young family, and we had one income, and I was homeschooling our children, things were really tight for us. And I knew exactly where all the money came in. I knew exactly where all the money went out. And I got to the end of the year once, and it didn't add up. And that was when I realized that it was probably the first year that we were walking in absolute obedience, in being diligent with our tithing, giving money to God, and really listening to where God wanted us to be. And He provided for us, because the finances didn't add up. And when we're obedient and we go after the things of the Lord, and we do what God is asking us to do, He brings in and provides for us in ways that we never expect, sometimes financial and sometimes in other ways. So step out in obedience and faith and allow God to meet that and provide for you. And be very cautious, be very diligent, invest in yourself in time, and steward your finances well when it comes to if you want to go to conferences or do some courses, or if you want a book coach. There's some great book coaches out there. Always seek the Lord first. Ask Him the direction that you need to go in, and He will guide your every step. Okay, thanks for hanging around, and please do go leave reviews like I asked. They really do help authors. Please share this with a friend, write a review, hit that like and subscribe button because it really does help. And until next time, keep reading, keep writing, and always remember you were created to create, and perhaps you were created to write.